Welcome back to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts, and one of my favourite shows, Sublimation. Blows my mind. I think it's absolutely incredible. And we've got the printer in stock. We've got the printer in stock.
And we've got a deal.
And we've got a deal. If you buy the printer today, we will credit your account with an extra £10 worth of points. Now, they'll go on in a couple of weeks' time because we need to make sure that you're not going to send it back. That's our returns policy. But you'll get an extra £10 of points. Now, the way that this all works, I love it, because the $3.99 that you see on your screen is not what you're going to be paying, because you will get your club discount. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. You'll then get 5 loyalty points for every pound that you spend credited back to your account. And then you'll also get an extra £10 worth of points on top of that. That, my friends, is a brilliant reason to buy a sublimation printer today. And Stephanie has so much experience with sublimation. I'm sure she'll tell you the story about the swimming costumes, but amazing. And this printer, well, it's a business in a box, if that's what you want it to be. So let me introduce you to the team, do the housekeeping, and then we can show you exactly how this works. We've got Katie on cameras this hour. We've got Lily in the producer's seat.
Hello.
And we've got Stephanie demonstrating it for us as well, which is super exciting, isn't it? Right, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about live shopping and Highlight Crafts. So we are a little family business in the middle of Derbyshire, run by Stephanie and her lovely husband, Carl. And every day, Monday to Friday, we come into this studio from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're live. And we bring you deals and shows that we couldn't bring anywhere else. It's fabulous. We're also live Monday to Thursday from 6 o'clock in the evening till 7. And we are live on a Saturday morning from 8 till 1. And we just come into these two little studios and we do our things, and everybody that stands behind this counter is a crafter. So we hope that we understand exactly what you want, exactly what you need, and give you the best deals that we can possibly do for you. Now, we also have a club called Club Highlight. All you need to do is open an account with us. It's free to do so, and you will automatically become a member of Club Highlight. And that means that on every single purchase that you make with us, and it doesn't matter what the value of that purchase is, you will get extra discount. Then on top of that, you will get loyalty points for every pound that you spend. We've had people buy a sublimation printer with their points.
Yeah, I think so.
And you can either build those up or you can spend them as you go along. And if you get your basket spend to over £35 after your discounts, we pay postage for you so that you don't have to. You can put that towards something else crafty, which is great, isn't it? So that's a little bit about live shopping. Now, the easiest way for you to shop with us, we've got different platforms where you can watch us and different ways to shop. So you choose the one that you prefer. You can find us on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. Now, if you want to shop with us on either of our social platforms, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have been allocated a shop code. And all you need to do is type the word shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video, and that will automatically reserve that product for you in a basket. Then you'll receive a direct message. When you open up the direct message, you will find a link. If you click that link, that will take you to our website, highlightcrafts.com, where you can log into that account that you've opened and then check out your baskets. By logging in, you will then get those club member benefits, okay? Now then, if you would prefer to shop directly on our website, you can also do that. So go to highlightcrafts.com. You don't need the shop codes. You just go onto there, click watch live, press play, and as soon as that show goes live, all the products will appear down the right hand side of your screen. You then just select the ones that you want to buy, and they'll go into a little red shopping bag at the top of your screen. When you're ready to log in and check out, click on that bag and that will take you through that process, remembering to get logged in. Katie is being hounded by a little midge, aren't you? It's everywhere. It's like I was the other day in the meeting and everyone was laughing at me and then it flew up my nose. I was like, ow,
No,
what are you doing? It did. It went up and out like that. I was like, go away. Katie's got it today. It's like that, circling. So that's how you shop with us on the website. You can get notifications from us before we go live. Just type that word live into the comments underneath the video. And if you don't want to miss any of our deals at all, at midnight, if you go onto our website, there's a banner on the homepage that says Shop Today's Deals. Click on that and you can shop ahead for all of your crafty products. Also, before you do check out, make sure you have a good peruse of our website, because quite often we do different deals on there. In fact, that's the thing. What's our deal of the day?
It is a sort of like a little stationery kit, so it's like an A3 sort of size exercise book with some permanent markers and some sketching pencils, I think.
Fabulous.
We need to go and get that.
I forgot about deal of the day.
So did I.
We can make that happen for you. So our warehouse is literally next door. It's great, isn't it? And we love coming in here. We do deals that we could never take to TV just because of the way that it works. But we like to bring you, and if we get a deal on something, we like to pass that on to you as well. Stephanie, just while we're waiting for Amber to come back with that deal of the day, can you just tell people your journey with sublimation and how it works, please?
I can indeed.
Thank you.
Can I just ask everybody, I'm just checking that we are live on all the right Facebook places, which we are, thank you. Can I please ask you all to, if you don't follow us already, well, let me just explain this bit. This is the bit about not being young that's challenging, is all the techie stuff, you know. And I guess even well, I was going to say on my head, I love my head very much, but sometimes it does do some random things. I was going to say something that was completely ridiculous then, so I just stopped talking. Let's talk about sublimation. So first of all, many years ago, I had the fortune of meeting a guy whose family were the original founders of Speedo swimwear. So they based in Nottingham, and the Tew family. Richard's dad actually set up the swimwear line, and they became big manufacturers of Speedo swimwear. And, you know, it was renowned for its being athletes wearing it for swimming. And so they had racing backs on them and were as streamlined as they could be for swimwear. But also, as fashion progressed, you know, they were cutting panels into things, but every time you get a stitched seam, it slows down your aerodynamics in the water. I'm getting the words wrong, but you get the gist, right? So they then got the opportunity to work with a company in Milan, and I keep meaning to check if they're still there because I can't remember the name, but I need to think about it for a minute or two. And they worked with this company on a brand new process, which was called sublimation printing. Now, they'd been printing onto fabrics for quite a while, high polyester content fabrics, woven fabric. But they then linked up with a family in America, because Speedo also, I know this sounds like a rambling story, but there is a point to it. The sister family of the manufacturing plant that was in Nottingham and the Speedo plant was in Kentucky, and a company called Kentucky Textiles, and it was run by a guy called Wayne Shoemate and his son and son-in-law, so Cliff and Dan, and really lovely people. And they, in Kentucky, big farm with a lovely factory, but then where they lived, big farm, white picket fence round all the fields, lots of racehorses. And next door to them lived the DuPont family, who were the creators and original developers of a material called Lycra. And everybody said, because at the time Lycra was so expensive, it would never appear as a all-day, everyday product. Well, now there's the equivalent elastane, and we find it in everything. It's literally, I don't know whether there's any in that, but it's in most fabrics now because it gives them a little bit of stretch. So anyway, to cut a long story short, I know because we've only got 50 minutes left. I was like, what's she doing? And I've still got this picture of Steve Jobs in my head from a comment I was going to make earlier. Anyway, so I got invited to go and design for them. So to design and work with the Italians on sublimation printing. So I had to learn from the bottom up. But one of the things that was really interesting was, because the way the process works, so the ink is put onto the paper, whether it's this size or it's a massive sheet. And when one of our challenges was that when that is transferred using heat presses, giant heat presses did it, was transferred onto the Lycra. When the Lycra was stretched, it did what they call grinning. So you imagine a lady's wearing a swimsuit, because we got rid of all the stitched panels by having it printed on. She's wearing a swimsuit and the bits it stretched over were grinning. So her bottom, her lady top bits, all of that. So I went through a lot of really interesting product development where we worked on the depth of the ink, the heat, how long you pressed it for, whether it went into the pile, because once sublimation printing is on something, it does not go away. It's not like a regular print that sits on the surface. It actually fuses into the fabric. It's a chemical reaction. So it's very, very exciting. But all of that happened 35 years ago. That's how long it's been. And I would never have known at that point in my life that I'd be sitting here with a Brother printer in the middle of Derbyshire in our little building talking about sublimation. That's how life just gives you these opportunities. I've been so lucky. But guys, this Brother sublimation printer, I mean, those presses were massive. The printers were absolutely huge. This is so compact. It's absolutely brilliant. And I know Mel wants to get on with some other stuff, but what I'd really like to do is I want to talk to you about this, because the day that we launched this was a crazy day here at Highlight Crafts. And it took us a long time to build the stock back up, get us where that we even took Brother by surprise. But I don't know why they were surprised, because it's a brilliant printer. If you read the reviews, and we were talking about this in the other show about printers, if you read the reviews about printers, there's loads of them out there. If all you want is a bog standard inkjet, use a supermarket printer, because it's about the material you print on. Even with a sublimation printer, you need a really good quality paper, and we've researched it, and I've gone through a lot of different papers. We've got you a great one, and it's brilliant. It's really crisp. Don't be disappointed when it comes out that it might be a little bit pale, but that's where it's saving its ink and its brightness to all be revealed when it gets a little bit of heat on it. I mean, I'm going to bring this forward, because can you get anything that was crisper, brighter, or more impressive than that? That's stunning. Mel, can I just borrow yes, one of these. I mean, look at this. Isn't that just phenomenal? Look at here. These. I mean, this is you personalising, doing your own thing. It's just incredible. And when it comes to Christmas, oh my goodness me. Imagine being able to do sets of things that coordinate. Now, what makes it work? First of all, and this is the same thing as when we're talking about other printers, it's not just the ink, it's the product it goes onto. High polyester content, really, really important. But the way this machine works makes it really special. So first of all, wireless, okay? So I'm just going to close this down a second. We'll talk around the machine itself. So they call this an SP1. Okay, underneath here, you've got the instructions of how to set everything up. So how to connect your machine, how to transfer your design, watch it print, how to apply your sublimation, so your piece of paper, and where you put it. But I just want to bring you back to this little bit of it, because you connect your machine, you can actually connect it to the download Brother app Artspira. So you do not need to have a graphics program on your computer to be able to personalize everything. So you don't need to be able to use Minecraft Studio. You can literally take into Artspira anything, whether it's a photograph, whether it's something one of the children's drawn, or whether it's just a quote that is motivational that you love. This, look, I mean, it's easy to miss this when you first look, but store your spare paper up there in that wallet. You're going to know where it is from day one. When you actually, and there's some little notes on here to remind you, sublimation, can it only be done on polyester? Well, it works best on all polyesters. Heat press tips, butcher paper. Now, funnily enough, we've got some butcher paper coming into stock, but we use one of our favourite mediums is this. Is actually our PT sheets. PTFEFT sheets. PTFE. That doesn't, those letters are around the wrong way. So that's your heat transfer paper that actually helps it. Your base material, a pressing mat, you can manage without a pressing mat. Your heat resistant tape, you do need that because it will hold your design in place. But look, it couldn't be any easier. So not only are you supplied with the printer, but you get the education with it, and it's all there. Now, next thing, you get your, what have I done with it? You get your phone or whatever reads QR codes, and look at this bit. This is the bit that I love. Face. What? You. Right. So you place this over your there. Look at this. It's ready. Takes you straight to the heat press guide for sublimation. You've got everything that you need literally encapsulated in that machine. It couldn't be any better. So there's a couple of things that you need to know about it. One of them is it's better to be left on standby than it is to unplug it and turn it off completely. And the reason for that is because this then stops the ink nozzles from getting blocked, and it will do its own little clean every now and again, and it actually works brilliantly. Your ink supply and your cartridges go in there.
This is the bit that blows my mind.
Right, and mine. So this is the original set of cartridges that we have had in this machine for, come on Katie, you'll know how long it's been in here.
Oh, it's never been changed. It's from when we launched.
It is.
Yes, so when's
That's exactly when it is. And it's been down to Hobbycraft TV twice.
August?
No.
I'm going to say March.
No.
It's months ago since we did that. I'll be able to find it on my phone because I've got that video, but it is months and months ago.
And these are the same inks. Every one of us has done our own personal stuff with it, has done all our
Just close
work
the
stuff.
for it, and then the picture will come up on your
yeah.
screen.
And it tells you,
look at that. That's the amount of ink that it's used. And when I did my research on the printers, this was the one that came out #1 for the quality and the quantity of that ink. It is superb.
So you link it by Wi-Fi, and then it will link you to the Artspira app. Now, you don't have to use that, but it is a great way of transferring imagery from here to there. you can literally just load it onto your computer, search for the printer, and it comes up.
Absolutely.
But it is a superb machine. It comes with all the Brother warranties that you would expect. We've not had, if you were one of the people who got one of these machines, please message in. Let everybody know about it. If you are somebody who is thinking about what you're going to do for Christmas, now I'm doing my Christmas presents this year, but can you imagine if you gave somebody a set of 6 coasters and each one of them had got one of the grandchildren or the pets on them? Do you know, this is about you being able to really personalise what you are doing and to be able to be the designer.
Well, Sue Roberts has just said, good morning, I love this printer. I've just finished some mugs with matching coasters. Absolutely fabulous. Terry Burdett, Terry.
Hi,
said
Terry.
Hi Mel and Stephanie, this business in a box is going to be one of my Christmas presents. My question is there a spray, or paint to make your own sublimation ready blanks?
Okay, good point. So, yes, there is. And Katie, can I check, are we in stock at the moment, or is it on?
There's 1 or 2 pieces in stock. There's not a vast amount of the range, but there is.
Right, so I'm going to suggest that we've got some of it, but what we don't have, we will have by...
It's on the list of things to order as we go through.
Right, okay. So we'll bump it up the list and we'll make sure it's on there in the next 2 weeks.
Another one, please. Sue Roberts says, are you stocking the ink cartridges? I always get twitchy if I haven't got a spare.
Yes.
If you'd like to go to the website now,
They're on there.
Yeah, they're
you'll
already
find
there.
them on the website
Yes.
there, Sue. And Jonathan Markberry says, is he still using his first inks from before the launch?
Right.
So Jonathan is one of our design team members.
And Jonathan prints a lot.
A lot.
So I would say that even if you were running, now this is a bit of an outlandish statement, but it is based on experience, okay? So it's not just me going like that. If you were using this machine every day, I think you're going to get to probably 6 months before you'd want to replace the cartridges, possibly longer, because it only lays down ink where there's colour. So if you put a whole sheet of paper through and you only print that bit, you're not using very much ink. Don't waste your papers though. Give yourself the chance to look at some of these designs that we've got here.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because when I'd never done anything with sublimation on,
Can I have a mouse mat, please?
I came in this studio and I set it up by myself. So if I can link a printer to a computer, you can do it. And what's really interesting was when I first printed it off, I went, oh, that's not very vibrant, is it? And then I read the instructions and then I heated it. And it's the heating with the sublimation, with that high polyester count and the right ink, that bonds to the surface. So we had a question, can you put hot drinks on the coasters? Absolutely. Yes. It isn't something that sits on the surface.
It's bonded.
It literally goes into that product. So it's not like heat transfer vinyl. So if I bond onto this, for example, this is never going to wash out, ever. Because if you come really close, Katie,
and it's colour fast,
you can see how it's now in the fibres of that fabric. So yes, absolutely. And talking about a business in a box, I mean, my goodness me, do you know what I would do? If I was still that person that was going out and doing Christmas fairs or craft fairs during the year, I would take that with me.
And your blanks.
And your presses, etc., and your blanks. And somebody could say, I'd like that mug over there, but I want my picture of my dog on it. They can send from their phone that picture to that printer, print it off and sublimate it and take it home. It is one of the best pieces of equipment that we bring you here at Highlight Crafts. And I absolutely, honestly, the buzz that you get when you've made something with sublimation is fantastic, because it just does what you need it to do. And yes, there are sprays that you can go onto different materials with, you can go on your MDF with, it just has to have that high polyester count. And we sell what they call prepared for print blanks. So everything that's on this counter, apart from the deal of the day, has a high polyester content. so that you know when you're buying them, they are the right blanks for that job. But that printer, and do you know what's done it for me? The quality and the quantity of that ink. If you had to keep replacing your inks every few days, it would drive you crazy. These, seriously, I mean, it's gone down by that much. You saw it. David actually thought it was the bottom bit at the bottom. He thought it had gone down about that much. When we did a show last week, I'm like, no, David, it's from the top. Blown away. Seriously, if you want that professional finish. When I went down to Hobbycraft TV, I took the printer down and they all stood in front of me, the presenters and the producers, and they went, so what's sublimation then? And I went, it's exactly what you've got in your hand. Because they had mugs with Hobbycraft TV on it. I said, that's sublimation. And they went, what do you mean? I said, we can do that with that printer. And they were like, seriously? I was like, yep. That's what sublimation is all about.
Show everybody this ink
That's
bit in a bit more detail. I just want to show you this, guys. I'm just going to take it back to the thing. So I'm just going to press on that little button there for ink. Come on. Then you can see ink volume up here. I'm just going to go to there. Look at this volume. So you can see we've hardly used any black. We've used hardly any yellow. We've used a lot of red. We have done a lot of red because we've printed a ton of poinsettias. But that is how much ink has been used in months worth of using. I just think that is, you can see, this actually, all little things, little top tips and everything else, it's all there. It is so easy to work with. Now, the sublimation paper is also super user-friendly. So we've put two of these images on this piece of paper, and I've chosen this one because I want you to see the intensity of the colour. And I'm just tearing the edge. One thing that I don't like about my style of crafting is when I've got a hard edge and the lines aren't straight. So to make sure that I'm going to get this right, I'm just going to put that in there, and I've just torn the edges because I like the effect that that's going to give me.
Okay.
And I didn't have a pair of scissors. And
that's the real reason.
And then the other thing that I'm going to do is,
what are you doing? Stephanie, let me get you some scissors. Good grief.
Where's some?
Some here.
I can't. My teeth aren't strong enough.
Well, no, the tape's plastic, love. You'll be lucky.
Right.
Maureen C says she thinks the printer launched back in April this year. You were definitely showing it back in April.
Right. Well, that's how long.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It will be. Thank you.
Right. So now I want to explain this bit to you. So this is heat transferable tape, and it's very thin. It's one use, but you don't need that much. I've wasted some. Sorry. But what I've done is I've done that so that I can look at it and then put that down if I think I haven't got a good enough press on it, because you can go back to it and you can work with it again and again and again. Katie hates it when I do stuff like this.
That's not happening because it's wrapped under another wire. Let me come round.
Put the laptop up here.
Right.
There you go.
Now, well, look, I'll just do this. That's fine. Katie gets all. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's fine. It's good. Right. So, hold and press 30 seconds. You need a big heat press. I have got a glass cutting mat under here, so I've got a hard surface. What I can't resist is having a look.
Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Are we going to get the presses back in, Stephanie?
The big ones, yes.
Please.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not good at patience.
No.
Where's the edge of that? So, literally 30 seconds.
It is a fantastic piece of kit.
Do you know what I love about it is the result?
I don't think you're quite at the temperature, are they, yet? You're
No,
at
I'm
165. Have you pressed the button a few times?
No, it's because the power cable came out.
Oh, okay.
So it was actually going down. So you need it at 180. What I love is that you could literally do all your Christmas presents in an afternoon.
Just press that button 3 times quickly.
Right, still not hot.
What's it doing now? That's on Fahrenheit, isn't it? put it back on. That's it.
It'll come up now.
There you go. It'll heat up now.
Anyway, even though the heat's not up to temperature, it's still working.
Now we've got a deal on the mouse mats for you today as well.
Can we talk about the deal on this as well?
You can, absolutely, yes. So let's talk about the printer first of all. So it's £399. It is a business in a box. It's absolutely fabulous. If you work in an office or a hospital or wherever you work and you went in with a personalised mug and coaster and said, I'm offering this service, send me pictures and I can do this for you, I'll tell you what, you get your money back in a heartbeat. It is a brilliant piece of equipment and the professional finish that it gives you is really, really quite extraordinary. Now it's £399. You will get your club discount off that. Whatever's remaining, you'll also get 5 points for every one of those pounds that you spend. They will be credited back to your account in 2 weeks' time. That's our returns policy. So we need to make sure that you don't return the product before we allocate you points. But today, on top of that, because we can, we're also going to allocate another extra £10 worth of points onto your account. So absolutely fabulous, fabulous deal. I can't tell you how exciting it is when you do that reveal and that picture has gone from looking really faded out to incredibly vibrant. It's a real buzz. It's one of those feel-good factor crafts, you know, a bit like stenciling. When you look at the stencil and you're like, it's a hot mess, and then you pull it back and it's gorgeous. It's a little bit like that. It is fabulous. Now, you will get some sublimation paper with it from Brother. It will have one of the corners just cut off. That corner goes in the bottom right-hand side of your tray. We decided to make it really easy for you because the questions that we've been asked so many times is which side do I print on? It's really easy. You put the paper into the tray so the words sublimation paper is facing up, and then you can't go wrong. Now you're going to get 40 sheets for £12.99. You can get 2 mugs, 10 centimetre high mugs out of one piece of paper. So that is a brilliant deal. £12.99. We've done a £3 saving on the paper.
I know.
That's amazing. Right, so £12.99 is going to get you 40 sheets. Katie, I think that. She just looked at you and went...
Oh, I touched the iron with my fingers.
Well, don't do that.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Lavender oil, that will stop that pain. Can you just use a normal steam iron? Right, definitely not a steam iron, because a steam iron has holes in it, so you're not going to get that full surface coverage. So a heat press or a dry iron, something that's got a flat plate, and also work on a hard surface because it needs something to be able to push that print up or put that ink into that product. So not a steam iron because it's got too many holes, but if you can buy a dry iron, absolutely. We usually stock one, but it's out of stock at the moment. But it is absolutely phenomenal. Right, just while Stephanie's doing that, I'm going to go down the counter and show you some of our blanks.
Can I just go to there?
Oh yeah, go on then.
So you've gone from that to that. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Look at that. How fabulous is that? That's great, Stephanie. I love those.
How
donks.
cute is it?
That's brilliant, isn't it? But that could be a photograph of your grandchildren.
But
Mick, every Christmas, Father's Day, birthday, gets a mug, granddad a mug. This year is going to get one with the children's faces on it.
And think how many of the children out there do some kind of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
The mouse mats are on a deal at the moment, guys.
They are.
That's like, it just joins stuff up.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Right, so let's go down the counter and talk about these. So first of all, our mouse mats. Now these are what they call prepared for print, so they have a high polyester content. You're going to get 3 of them today. Good grief. Instead of being $23.97, you're getting 3 for $9.99.
Mel, when they've gone though.
I'm
This
not
is our
surprised
deal. This is the deal.
Mouse, £3.33.
That's 3 Christmas presents.
Exactly. If you went to Alton Towers today and went on one of the rides and had your photograph taken and they put it onto a mouse mat, you're probably looking at the best part of £20. You can do that in the comfort of your own home. Shop mouse, $9.99. Okay, don't miss out on those. That was the first thing I printed onto, and I put a picture of our dog, Bo, that I sent from my phone to the printer, and it did it like that. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now, we also have coasters for you. Now, when you get the coasters, you get 6 of them. They're MDF on the back, and we will be able to get a spray where you can spray your own MDF. We're going to bring the sprays back for you. They have got a coating on it. It's like a plastic film. Please take that off. Trust me, from experience, you'll end up with a gloopy, sticky mess. You know, when you drag toffee, that's what you'll end up with. You don't want to do that. So take that off. The other thing that I've noticed, and this is a really good point to make, even if you dig into that film with a pokey tool, it doesn't damage the spray that's been put on top. But please make sure that you remember to take that off, because that's the thing. Now, you can get 6 coasters. Shop Coast, $17.99 is going to get you 6 of them. Again, personalise them. Imagine everyone sitting around your Christmas table and they've each got a coaster with their own face on. How cool would that be? A wedding.
I've got
all that kind of thing. A birth announcement.
Right. So Christmas crackers, you always get something you don't want.
You do.
How about you got a key ring with a picture on that you did want?
Great, isn't it?
I'm glad I thought of that, because I can do that now.
You can. Right, so Shop Coast is going to get you 6 of those. Now, the key rings that Stephanie's showing you, they are double-sided. Let me just grab one off here, because this is one of the ones that I did. I'd only done it on one side, but look at the clarity of the colour, the vibrancy, the pinpoint sharp nature of that artwork. But that could be for a new baby. It could be a picture of your wedding. It could be a picture of your pets. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, if you've got a sublimation printer with the paper, the code for the paper, Lily, is please shop paper. That's what you need for that. There you go, Leslie. Right.
Please don't forget to take the coating off the.
No, don't forget to take the coating off, and they're coated on both sides. So once you've printed it, this is brilliant. I love these. I think they're really clever. You take one of these come with it, push that in there. Put your little ring itself, which I can't pick up because my nails are too long, and then push that over there, and that just pops into that hole there, and then you clip it. And then you've got your key ring. You don't need to do anything to these because they're already prepared for print. So Shop Heart will get you 4 of the hearts, and Shop, I'm going to guess rectangle, you get 4 with your rectangle, $12.99 for 4 gifts, right? 4 gifts. Amazing. Now then, next we also have for you reindeers. I love these. These are brilliant. Look at these. They're quite cute, aren't they? A bit Scandi in their style. $16.99 is going to get you 6 of these. Again, they're double-sided. You can got that film on both sides, and you even get the ribbon that goes with them. Shop Reindeer, $16.99. If you want the dog with the bones, look at that. 2 of those for $7.99. Shop Bone. Now, one thing you will absolutely need is your heat-resistant tape. So you're going to get a roll of this. We're still on the same roll that we started with.
Yeah.
So this is going to last you a long time. Don't be scared of throwing this away. It's a one-use tape. Don't try and get another use out of it because you'll be disappointed, because your picture can move and then you get like that shadow effect.
Oh my goodness
right,
me.
So your tape, Shop tape, £2 off that, $6.99. Brilliant. Your oven gloves. Imagine these with your Christmas. We do a pinny as well. Imagine the apron, matching the oven gloves, matching the coasters, matching the key rings. Isn't that just so exciting? Honestly, it's brilliant, and you get a real buzz. Jonathan put in, don't forget to squeal, Mel, when you see the reveal, because even now, every time I see a reveal, I'm like, look at that! It's amazing. So if you want your oven glove, Shop glove, $24.99. And then you definitely need your sublimation paper, especially when it's got some money knocked off. So stock up on this. Shop paper, £3 saving. Then you'll get your discount, and then you'll get points back for 40 sheets. I thought that the paper was going to be really expensive. It's absolutely not, and it's brilliant. Right, Miss
Right.
Stephanie, do you want me to do the hat press?
Yes, after this
After
reveal.
that, okay.
And then I'll do a press on a hat.
Okay,
Right,
lovely.
so I did one of these little key rings, because now these are going in my crackers, and I took part of one of the designs, and think of all the MCS artwork that you've got in there. Look at that. He's going to be a little key ring.
They're amazing,
How
aren't
cute
they?
is that? And all I did was take part of that image, but look at the difference in the colour.
Yeah, it's on night
That's
and day.
it is. That's the difference. It's huge.
It's honestly, you will have things in your home that have been sublimated and you won't even know.
No,
But it never washes off. It doesn't fade. It's a brilliant, brilliant product.
it's so
And you know what? At $3.99 for the printer, yes, it's a considered purchase. You know, it's not something
Spread
that you
the
just go
cost.
like that. We've got different ways to spread the cost. But if you're somebody that can't go out to work, maybe you've retired, maybe at home. My husband, perfect example. He has really major problems with his spine. But if I got him this and a mug press, he could actually start an own business in a box from home. And he could personalise. Personalisation has been massive in the last couple of years. Next year, it's going
bigger.
stratospheric. It's one of the biggest trends for 2026 for you to be able to offer that as a service. And if you do go out to your craft clubs, take your printer with you. You've got a table. All you need is your printer, your heat press, your paper, and you're good to go. People can send you their artwork and they can go home with a personalised piece, which I think is just brilliant. Right, now then, we also do a mug press. I'll get Stephanie to show you the actual press. No? What?
hat press.
Hat press. Sorry, Casey.
This is the hat press.
You've got a hat press, okay? Now then, this is brilliant. So you're going to take your hat, it comes with a stand, and the actual press is curved to the curve of the top of this hat. Not for here, for here. And it's absolutely brilliant. This was one that I did for our Diane. Look at that. Now, another thing on this, when you use the sublimation printer, if you're doing words or letters, it will automatically reverse it for you. We had David came in one Saturday morning. This was hilarious. So me and Stephanie were doing the shows in here. David was getting ready for sublimation. He came in 2 hours early so he could play around with the printer and print
And work
stuff
out
off.
how to do lettering.
Exactly. And every time he did it, if he reversed it, and every time it printed it off, it was the right way around. And I walked out, he went, I can't get this to sort it out. And then he went, I've spent all this time doing all this stuff, and the blinking printer reverses it for you. I was like, what do you expect? It's brother, right? So, baseball caps. You've got somebody in your home that loves a baseball cap, this is absolutely for you. Your cap press, shop hat, $74.99 instead of $87.97, and then you'll get your discount off that as well. Brilliant. Get what you need from the show, and then Stephanie was going to show you what she's going to do next. Wendy Corbett, Mel, could you get your Christmas presents made in a day using this technique?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely you could. Whatever it is, whether it's key rings, mouse mats, coasters, mugs, all of that, you will need a mug press
If you're
for
going
the
to do
mugs.
mugs.
But the mugs, honestly, it's unbelievably good. Seriously, from the comfort of your own home. And it's because it's a really good printer. But the thing for me is, you don't want to buy a printer that's going to drink the ink. We have done hundreds of sheets on that printer, and it's gone down about that much. It's a fraction. So rest assured as well that Brother, we have a brilliant working relationship with them. If you're buying it from us, not only are you getting all your discounts and your points, but you have any issues with it at all, you ring us and we either put you in touch with Brother or we sort it out for you. It's honestly, it'll be the best thing that you invest in. It is superb, and the quality of the print is amazing. Right, so we've got Daphne saying, hi, can you tell me Where I put the 2 fuses that came with my sublimation printer, I have no idea. I'm presuming they'll go in the plug. Maybe?
The 2
spare fuses.
Spare fuses for the plug.
I don't think we've ever had fuses in ours, have we?
No.
The only thing I could think it would be for the plug. Blimey, if Brother
Right,
give
I'm
you,
going to check it.
if Brother give you fuses for your plug, blinking heck, that's good.
Hey, let me just
I don't
quickly
think there's
check.
anywhere else.
No.
It doesn't make any sense that there would be anywhere else. But Stephanie's searching it now. It's great, this, isn't it? You ask a question. But yes, definitely Wendy, absolutely, you could do all your... Honestly, it's so quick. I would print everything off and then go in with your heat press it all. If you've got the big heat press that we bring you, it's seconds. Seriously, it is amazing. I am really, really considering getting one of these for Mick so he can start his own little business online, because I think it'll keep him busy. I got spare... Keep him occupied. I got spare fuses too. I just put them in the drawer. I tend to spend a day printing images and then print the following day. Exactly, Jonathan. But yeah, the only thing I can think of it will be for the plug. Which, if they give you those, I'm very impressed, I have to say. If we can't find it, I'll message Jonathan.
Yeah, we need to message because it looks like it's the plug.
Yeah, I think
yep,
so.
But let's
give
just...
you fuses for the plug. I'll message Jonathan after the show. He is the chief educator at Brother for UK and Europe, so he knows what he's talking about, and he's lovely. Just while we're just researching that, I just want to talk to you about our deal of the day. No idea what the price is, but it's been added to the show now. I'm getting ready. No, don't put it on yet, Lily. Give us a minute. So you're going to get a writing pad for all your notes. Honestly, the number of times I ring somebody and they'll go, have you got pen and paper? And I'm scurrying around. That's brilliant. You're going to get a set of pencils. Now, if you've got the books that are covered with the black, that they've got the drawing paper in, these are brilliant. Get a paper stump and a putty rubber. Honestly, the artwork you can come up with is phenomenal from Reeves. You're then going to get 4 chunky black permanent markers, and you're also going to get a set of 8 pastel permanent markers with a bullet tip. Right, Lily, go. Wow. Shop deal $9.99. You pay more than that for those.
You get
all of those.
Wow.
You get your black markers. You get your, in fact, you know what? Instead of buying black card, use that on your white card.
Edge it.
Then you've got your pencils and your notebook. Shop deal $9.99. And yes, you'll still get your discount and your points back as well. Don't miss out on that. That's a great stocking filler as well, isn't it, that? Right, lovely.
I'm making
ready?
a Santa hat.
Oh, nice.
So I've cut out the design. Now, this is where you can get really crafty. So I've cut out the design and I'm going to place him on my cap. So I'm going to be putting some tape down to hold this in place while I make sure that I get this. And be generous with the tape. Don't be skimpy.
No.
You don't need to, because it's going to last you for ages. So just make sure that you've got your artwork taped down properly. Because this is the bit, the preparation is part of the crafting, and it's really good fun to be able to do this because it only takes minutes. Well, you want to make the experience last a little bit longer. Well, you do, don't you? So now, before I put the final bit on, what I do is take my hat press piece. Now, when this comes to you, you've got little nuts and bolts to put on these little feet here, and that makes it really sturdy. And it's made of a heat supporting material. Then you put your hat on the press like this, and you're really going to get that so that it is, if you look at it under here, look, you're going to get it so it actually sits in there properly. Just need to pull this bit out. That's the bit of it. And I'm going to take that cardboard out too.
That helps.
So, yeah.
It's like trying to put a pair of boots on when you've still got the packing in the toes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Number of times I've done
right,
that.
Right, so you're going to get it in, look, right under there, so it's nice and firm, and you can really, and you've got that lovely soft curve. Right, I need to move this a bit. I want it down a bit more there. So once it's on here, you can be stretching it and getting everything where you need it to be. So really getting that taped in place. So I'm happy with that. I still want one more little bit because I want this to be perfect because it's a Christmas present.
Cam says, DIY Dr. Tape arrived, excited. How sad am I? No, you know what, Cam? I get excited about that tape too because it's blinking brilliant. So, because it works and the backing comes off and it's fabulous. So I get it. Absolutely get it. Right.
Now, so once you've got, and you can buy much more expensive hat presses, but you don't need one. This will do it perfectly. So, oh, it would if I'd heated it.
No.
Put it on. Blinking it. Stephanie.
Oh, there's too many wires and not enough
There
table,
are.
isn't there?
Right, so this, I'm just going to unplug. Katie,
No,
no,
hang
I'm
on.
I've done it.
Hang on. Look at the extension lead isn't extended enough. Give us a minute. Oh, honestly. Right, give us a minute. It's all not quite long enough. There we go. We got it? Right. Now
Hello,
that's the
back.
full length. There you go. Right. Got it? That better? Yeah, you can extend it, pull the extension lead. Good grief. I think we need a longer extension lead.
Oh, the white, there we go. I was like, the white is now wrapped around all the wires.
Flipping heck. And now you've
Just
got
got to
like
wait for
a
it to
minute and a
wait.
bit.
No, but it's got to wait. I've only got a minute left.
Yes.
Well, how's that happened?
I don't know.
Anyway, what happens is you put your tape over this, put your hat on the hat press. Oops. Don't let it fall over.
It's going well, isn't it? Now,
Always
our
does
Lily,
when I'm
if
demonstrating.
you want professional, our Lily's coming up next. Oh, it will
Look,
be.
but anyway,
With a
basically,
micro-
look, that fits perfectly on there with your hat between. It's not hot enough at the moment.
Lily's-
It is, Lily.
Lily's coming up next with a Minecraft Studios sale. Don't miss out on that. And then I will be back at 1 o'clock with Jane with resin.
Oh, what that lady doesn't know about resin
She
isn't
loves
worth
it, doesn't
knowing.
she?
That's all she does. She goes home. She's literally
Addicted to it.
she's got mastermind. What is your what, Miss Jane Gedney, and what is your specialist subject?
Resin.
Resin. Right. So, please watch Lily because she needs company. She's going to be on a round like me. Don't do that.
Please stay.
Right. I've not got enough time, have I?
No.
To do this.
We've got to go next door. Well, Lily's got to go next door. I'm going to sort out getting a load of Sospeso cooked for tomorrow morning. There's a thing. Brand new launch. I need to make sure that that's done by the time I leave today. And then I will be back at 1 o'clock with you, with our lovely Jane. And then Stephanie and I are back this evening with candle making.
I've got some new stuff to show people.
Have you?
I've been, doing a bit of research.
Brilliant. So that's the rest of the day. Please make sure you're checking out those baskets. And if you are even contemplating a sublimation printer and you can get it today, don't forget you're going to get that extra £10 of the points credited back to your account. And if you're thinking, is it for you? Absolutely. If you love to make and sell or make to gift, honestly, it's a brilliant, brilliant piece of equipment. Right, before Stephanie burns the whole place down or knocks everything off the table again, I'm going to hand over to our lovely Lily and she will see you in a few minutes' time. You take care. Lots of